Today we're going to talk about how to reverse the psychotropic effect of THC. I think we all have an edible story in our back pocket where you hear people talk about horror stories on how they tried a THC product that was too strong for them and they became paranoid, psychotropic, didn't like how they felt, even a little schizophrenic. I can tell you that I am 100% a victim of that. I went to Colorado like many people in this country did back in 2015. I bought a pack of edibles. I was with friends that had a high tolerance, and I certainly realized that I do not have a high tolerance. So I ate 100 milligram Chiba Chew, which was about 10 times the amount that I should have eaten. And what happens with an edible is the THC is activated by your liver, and your liver metabolizes THC as 11-hydroxy monohydrate, which for some people can actually be 10 times stronger than the original THC that you ingested. So always be careful with edibles. We'll always urge caution there. But THC actually binds to the receptor, and that's what makes you psychotropic or high, where CBD will actually block the receptor so it can reverse the high. So pay attention to that. If your THC is lower than your CBD, you'll always be okay. But once you go 1-to-1 parts THC to CBD, so that's when things can get interesting, or when the THC is higher than your CBD, you can definitely plan on some psychotropic effect. Keeping in mind that everybody's different, but it's always a good idea to have CBD on hand when you are going to experiment with a THC product that you're unfamiliar with, right? So as we teach people here at Mindful and Green, the CBD is always going to be your parachute. If you get too high, you pull the rope, reverse the psychotropic effect. Right. So me personally, I'm super sensitive to THC. I don't really like the effect. I know I'm kind of rare, but when people come into our clinics, we explain to them and basically treat everyone as if they were sensitive. Some people that have a higher tolerance kind of look at us funny, but we want to make sure that we're taking all precautionary measures, because a lot of our patients are older. About 60% of our patients are over the age of 60, which is interesting. And we do still deal with people that are cannabis naive. They've never had cannabis before. And when you teach an elderly person about THC and CBD and they go to a dispensary, they're obviously going to be more attracted to an edible version of THC rather than smoking, right? So we do hear horror stories all the time where an elderly patient went to an inexperienced practice that didn't educate them at all. And the first thing that the elderly person does when they go to the dispensary is they buy the chocolate bar instead of the weed to smoke, and they eat the whole chocolate bar and end up in the ER. You don't have to go to the emergency room. You just need to have a good dose of CBD on hand, put it under the tongue, let it sit there for 60 to 90 seconds. The longer you let it sit there, the faster it's going to absorb. By the time you swallow it, 15 minutes, you should reverse that psychotropic effect. I'm Nick Garulay, Mindful and Green. Go to our website, mindfulgreen.com. Click on Get Started. We'll see you soon.